Today on Table Time Podcast.
I'm the drug dealer's daughter.
Come on. Come on. Yeah.
I was groomed, exploited from by the age of 8.
Cycle. That's why it's called the trap.
It's
That's why it's called the
trap,
trap.
Yeah. Why is it not called the exit?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Why is it not called the exit?
Yeah,
If we're
definitely
trapping
that.
to get an exit, why is it not called the exit?
Sabrina, what was someone like when you was going through the situation, like when you say you was being groomed, like, what was some of the dangers that you faced?
Well, there was loads, to be honest. Like, obviously, always the fear of police.
I've been going hard with this music. Come man's got a try ting. And I grew up in a dusty estate. Always running from the side.
Right. So we're back with a Table Time Podcast. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, all of that. So you see, today now, we're having a conversation. You get me? We're having a productive conversation. I've got 2 guests that's been on my show already. 2 of the... They're part of Table Time furniture. You know what I mean? I consider them as part of the furniture.
Family.
And then this next guest, she's gonna become part of the furniture as well. Good vibes.
Breathe.
All right, look, without no further ado, everyone introduce yourself today, man.
Go on, I'll let you lot go first.
Amia inspired. Louder for the people in the back.
But
I'm Sabrina.
Go on, finish it.
Yeah.
tell them what you do.
It's the whole
What you do?
concept
What
of
you
the episode.
specialise in?
I'm the drug dealer's daughter.
Come on. Yeah. Creeper crisis. Come on. Yeah. My bro Tex. Come on, my bro Fed.
The legendary Creeper crisis.
Come on, I just downplay it. Come on.
You can't downplay the thing. You can't downplay it.
And I want to say RIP Chubbs. Yeah, my boy Chubbs.
R.I.P.
2-3 days ago. But it makes for this conversation. Yeah, with the health and all the drugs. And yeah, all of that.
Sorry about that.
No.
Condolences to his family
Come
as
on,
well.
come on. Shout out to Chubbs, shout out to Stretch. Yeah.
First and foremost, what I want to do is give you lot some gifts. I got some gifts for all of you.
Yeah. Come on, come different today. Appreciate you, my family. Come on.
I ain't never had one before.
I know, I've never had one of these. Oh my
Eat that,
gosh.
man, first.
Nah,
This is lady first, obviously.
Oh, my.
But-
Bree, go on.
No, I want to see.
Oh, you want to see?
This is your one.
Oh.
Oh my gosh.
Official
While we're on camera as well, yeah?
Table Time cups. Yeah, if you want to, yeah.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Look,
Come
she's
on.
sipping this shit.
Come on.
Yeah, it's a shot.
I wish I had something to
Promo.
put this in. Yeah, big up Fen for this. This is live. This
I
is love.
love
This is love.
it.
This is lit. This is lit.
Come on,
Oh,
man.
this
cheers,
is
my
love.
guy.
Come on,
Yeah.
cheers.
Come on.
Table time.
Let's
Table
cheers.
time.
Let's cheers it up. Let's cheers it up.
Come on,
Let's
cheers.
cheers it up.
You get me?
Come on.
Health and prosperity.
Come on, let's right there.
I like to big up Trex in the building as well.
Big up Trex, yeah. Big up Trex.
I like to big up Minnie as well. You get me?
Big up Minnie outside as well.
Yeah, man. So today, what we want to do, because like Sabrina was saying, how she just the drug dealer's daughter. So we want to talk about basically, because I've done a bit of research on you, and I see that you do you help the kid, you do like workshops for kids to help prevention of getting groomed, like going to country and other. You're gonna break it down a little bit more, but so I just wanted us to have a conversation about that. So I think what you should just do an introduction about what you do, and then we'll take it from there.
Sure thing. So, yeah, as you said, I deliver workshops to young people in schools. I train professionals. I've trained social services, police new recruits, just on how to best support young people that have either been groomed or been going through exploitation. And, yeah, that's what I do. I do talks, I do training. Got a book out as well, just about county lines. And yeah, that's me in a nutshell, I think.
You know the life on the line? Is that like a play on words for like life on the line, underground, life on the line, your life's on the line, life on the line? Like, is that, you know what I mean? No, because
Yeah.
Probably seen
yeah. Is
Definitely
that a
that.
big
It was
play on
a
words?
play on words because obviously there's county lines.
Yeah.
And then there's the train lines associated with that.
Yeah.
There's
And then
phone
the trips you was
lines,
taking on the train.
Trips
trips
on
on the
lines.
Yeah.
trains,
line.
and then your life's on the line. So
Facts.
Do you know what I rate? Yeah,
hard.
because you actually embrace what people would frown upon.
absolutely, why not?
No, that's what I'm saying, and I find that so. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, I rate that.
Of course.
I rate that. You know what I mean?
I
Like,
fully respect it as well.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So what are some of like the preventions that you do? Like, how do you wake these kids up to let them know, listen, this ain't
tell
the way
them-
forward?
Sorry to cut you. I tell them a bit about my life experiences. So I was groomed, exploited from by the age of 8, by a family member, and then when I left home at 15, I was moved by social services into an adult hostel. So then obviously I met a man that was living there I was like, as I said, I was 15. He would have been about 19, 20. Then I was re-exploited. That exploitation was wild. Like it went on for about 15, 20 years.
Wow.
I was in it for a long, long time.
Did you know you was being exploited though?
Nah, because I kind of positioned myself within the group so that I was kind of valuable. So like when they had no one to, like the first incident of that is when they had no one to like wash their food. And I was like, oh, I can do that. And everyone's looking at me like,
No,
Go on.
no,
No,
no.
but-
Doing the right thing.
Yeah.
Go on.
You know, like obviously, and that's the thing. You know, when you come from a certain lifestyle or a certain upbringing or whatever, like you don't see that you're actually being exploited and groomed.
Absolutely.
You know, to utilize income for other people and stuff. It's just like that's normal. Yeah, I can do that. Yeah, I've got you. So to you, it's like, I help you out and I can like bust man a little favour and get a little drink or whatever. But it's not until you start going into kind of womanhood and whether you start to or you start to realise that maybe like this guy's not really my man or do you know what I'm saying? And then you start to question your worth and your how valued your presence is and what your presence, the value of that actually means to the person that you're doing the kind of graph for ultimately, which is what you come across unfortunately after a long time. But we're glad you got there and shout out.
And it cost you 3.5 years.
wow.
Yeah.
On
Oh,
paper.
you were in jail.
Paper.
Yeah.
And then Nia, your situation as well.
Yeah.
The when you in that situation for both of you, a lot of people lost you, both of you.
Yeah.
What did you both lose in that time?
Do you know what I lost? I lost,
Like-
you know what? I lost a lot in terms of like growth and stuff like that. But when it comes to like, forget about all that. What I lost, sadly, which was something that I lived by. Yeah, lived, breathed. What I lost was I fucking was sorry.
No, go on, you're good.
My mouth is like, because I'm so passionate about
Nah,
it.
you
No,
know,
you're
and
good.
you know why I
Go on,
asked you. You know
Nia,
why I
you're
asked you.
alright.
You know why
You're
I
good.
asked you because, like, when you end up in that situation, people have lost you, yeah.
Yeah.
But then
Yes.
sometimes you be in that situation and a family member might pass.
Yeah.
Yep.
Some, you know what I mean. Someone could get sick.
Yeah.
You
Yep.
can't go out to visit them. So I'm asking, like,
Yeah.
what did you lot lose in that period of time? Whether it was
Okay.
family member,
Yeah.
you know what I mean, finding that someone was sick in the hospital, you couldn't, you know.
I lost like I lost my granddad, like things like that, but which was terrible, especially when I'm getting all the photos and my whole family's there, bro, and I should have been there. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and things like that, and like my nephew was born, and I remember when I was away, I remember thinking, do you know what, I can ride this, but just me and my brothers, I got, my brothers raised me, like I was really close to my brothers, so it's like one of the things I said when I got that sentence to myself was, hope none of my brothers have kids while I'm away,
Yeah.
because I would want to be there through that, and do you know what I mean? And
And you're the only girl amongst your brothers.
yeah.
Weirdly enough, was it weird that, not in this way, but was it weird that you was the woman in your family going
Yeah.
to jail rather than that always being expected
That's
for the
true,
guys
you know?
to go
Yeah.
to jail?
That's a good question.
Was
Yeah.
that weird for within your family in the household?
I don't know. It was. I don't know. Do you know what? It was a bit frustrating. But it wasn't weird in terms of. I don't know how to kind of word
It
this.
definitely wasn't expected.
Uh,
Oh, Neil was out there, kicking up
She was
madness.
on smoke
Neil was
from
out there, Neil was
She's
like,
like, what?
Yo,
They
like, they're
knew.
kicking up
I
madness.
can't say it wasn't expected, and I can't even say that like I was like the black sheep because we're
No,
we
not
was
even
all
that.
up there
Yeah, not
doing
even
our
that,
own
but-
thing. But I was the unfortunate one in terms of how can I put this without kind of I was the unfortunate one in terms of no one's perfect, no one in my family's perfect,
Yeah.
but the situations with me related around crime and offending had not been kind of thought through or premeditated or planned, where these were just moments of madness that I'd done what I felt I needed to do at the time. So it was ultimately I'd gone away for it, and it was a little bit mad knowing that we all kind of had the same kind of lifestyle. And I got 4 older brothers, and there's little old me in the can. But I think that it's just unfortunate circumstances. What I did lose during that, which is sad because I don't think I'll ever get it back, no matter who I meet, or what kind of love they show me. Like, I don't think I'll get it back, but I don't think I'll ever have it back fully. Is my trust
Okay.
entirely for people, because
Absolutely.
I would ride out.
So you
for
feel like that as well,
Yeah,
yeah?
100%.
Okay.
It's when I was in, it's when you realise, and people say it a lot, but it's only when you're in there you realise that some people just ain't shit, really and truly.
and you realise you're
And
not
it was
home, right?
weird. The people that I expected
hold you
to
down.
be there,
come
listen,
visit
I never
you.
see them,
Yeah.
and it was like some unexpected people, and not unexpected in the sense of I didn't think they had it in them, but more of a case as I didn't feel we were like that. Do you get what I mean?
Minus the fact that you could leave, what's different from the foster care and prison? Did it feel like the same setup?
Sort of like
Yeah.
it kind of prepared me for it, I guess. Like my upbringing and that kind of prepared me for it. But it's just it's a battle of the mind, I think, more than anything.
Did you both meet in there?
No.
Oh, so you lot connected just on the journey?
Yeah,
Since
outside.
she come out,
Outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the stuff book.
I think I saw Nia on something and I reached out to her and then
From them we're
really
creating
shit.
movements, man, just like all of us. Yeah.
Nia, I
That's
want to
sick.
say, yeah, genuinely,
Powerful.
I'm proud of both of you, yeah,
Oh.
because
Facts, same here, man.
like, you know what I mean?
Man.
Like,
Man.
literally, like, you lot are like the Lotus Flower, yeah, because you know, like, for the men, it's like the rose that grew from concrete, but with the Lotus Flower, it comes from the mud, the grit. You know what I mean? And it still blossoms into something beautiful.
Yes.
So where the rose that grew from concrete,
Yeah.
you lot are like the Lotus Flower. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you
It's
lot.
a good saying. That's a good
We like
analogy.
that.
Yeah, you lot.
Yeah.
We love that.
You,
I
like,
like that
you
one. I
lot
appreciate
beat
you.
all the
Honestly.
odds. I think with the kids, what they need to understand as well.
Yeah, because that's what I wanted to go to.
Yeah,
go on.
go
No,
on.
you go, Creeper.
No, you're.
Yeah, what they want to answer, go on, tell them.
I said it on Nia's podcast, yeah, and I said,
YouTube news bag.
right, I said, man, be trappers and build a line, become rappers and not want to build online.
Yes.
That's right.
And
Yes.
with
You said that on
Sabrina,
my one as well,
on
innit?
mine,
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
and
And
this
Sabrina
what we
knows.
try and do, innit?
Yes, and I think they feel like they have to trap in order to be cool.
Yes.
And when they can apply that same skill into something else.
Absolutely.
That
You know
same
what I mean?
Even
that
into
same
a
work
trade.
ethic,
Yes.
and that
Yeah.
same work ethic.
Yeah.
When you've got that, like, you know, with the county lines and, you know, all other stuff that, you know, kind of people may have been involved in at points, you've got to think, yeah, you may have got locked or whatever's kind of gone on or failed in your life, but you've got to think, right, take the negative out of it. What qualities did I put into that that
You could
served me
use-
well, whether it be my work ethic, whether
Yeah.
it be my
Let
determination,
me tell you what
whether it be my
qualities-
loyalty,
yeah.
whether it be my whatever.
You know what qualities, and this is what even I had to learn, like having a food business, yeah. So I look at my food business, yeah, because I do my food business from my house. So I look at my food business like I need to build my line.
Yeah.
You know the way there. So
That's absolutely
I'm
it.
running around building
Yeah.
my line, and when when people call me for food, I'm busting the shots. So that's my analogy.
Yeah.
So even if I ain't got a pushy, a pedal bike, it's the same analogy.
It
Same.
is.
I'm
Yeah.
walking it, just like
Yeah.
if we was on the road allegedly doing our things.
Yes.
We're gonna be walking to bust them shots. It don't matter how you're getting there, you're going to
do
go and
it.
bust them
Yeah.
shots.
Yeah.
So again, I remember, yeah, again, because this is why this conversation is important to me as well. Because when I was growing up, yeah, I remember when the county lines thing just started. It was our time, innit?
Yeah, we
Our
was
time.
young, we was young,
We was
yeah.
probably about 16, no older than 16.
100%, yeah.
And the same thing, it's like the elders in the environment at the time, yeah, they made it look like that's what you needed to do. Because when you're seeing what they're driving, when you're look, one of the OGs allegedly, man had MTV bass in his car.
Yeah.
Man had
Yeah.
MTV bass
Yeah.
in his car.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah, yeah.
And we just thought, because we've got to remember, we don't know if he's got his main re-up from either someone that he knows that's got bread or inheritance. We don't know, you know.
Yeah.
But we just automatically think, yeah, he got this
He's
from the
been
trap.
pushing, yeah.
You get me? Man's
100%.
driving a Lexus. Man's driving a Mercedes. He's got he's got a flat marble flooring. Man's got a bar in his. And you're like, I want to live like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the guy, he looked like Jim Jones at the time, yeah. So you know, Dipset days.
Yeah,
You get me?
yeah, yeah. It was
Raw, man.
aesthetically, it was
the
all there.
English Jim Jones,
Yeah,
literally.
but you know what? I would say the one thing Big Pharma knew that Big Meech didn't is the money's in the re-up.
yes.
You know what I mean? Big
Yes.
Pharma is legit. Like
Yes.
the greatest trick that the government's ever played on us is the word legal is legit.
Yes, that's
Like
right.
imagine man could be sitting in jail for selling weed.
Yeah.
And they've passed the bar to legalize it in like Canada and America.
Yeah.
Or
It's gonna
Amsterdam.
come out here.
Yeah.
But when it comes out here, there'll be man still sitting in jail riding
the
a
same
bird
charge.
for
It's
it.
like
Yes.
the ICP though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
So that word legal, they fooled us to make it seem legit.
Yes.
Alcohol's a drug.
It
Do you
is.
see what I mean?
It's the
Alcohol's a
most-
form
it's
of
the
a drug,
most
but it's
dangerous
It
one.
absolutely
it's out of
is.
all of them.
And
Yeah.
But also the biggest investment.
100% because
Yeah.
they found a way
That's
to.
what-
Because
yeah.
you know what it is? A lot of people like things like, even when you take like codeine and all them things, like all those things are in medicine that Big Pharma's prescribing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yes.
people don't understand that. And I think people get penalized. I say to these kids today, yeah, think about investing in weed dispensaries and stuff like that.
Yes.
Don't,
Yeah.
because remember, you're going to be arrested because they can't tax it.
Yes.
That's all
That's
it is.
that's
That's
it.
it.
That's
That's
it.
it.
That's
That's
all
what
it is.
Pablo was dealing with.
Yeah.
That's why
Pablo's
alcohol's-
because they
That's
can't-
why alcohol's still there. Because
Yeah,
they can tax
and
it.
they can
cigarettes
Money off
and
that.
pharmaceuticals.
And that causes out of, compared to heroin, crack, all
Yeah,
of
it's
that.
a
That
lot,
causes
yeah.
the most death. But why is it still there?
It's
Look at
still-
this.
Tax, yeah.
You-
Mia,
the
look
war.
at things like Tate
Yeah.
and Lau. Sugar.
Yeah.
It's
Ah,
legit.
and listen,
My,
and Tate and Lau, who
my
are
boy
they?
Chubbs passed away, health
Yeah.
reasons and all of that. Tate
And
and Lau's
look, but
killing
look
our
at this.
people
And
out.
Tate and Lau, when I done my research, their plantation, they used to own the plantations in the Caribbean.
right.
Bro,
Yeah.
yeah.
They used to own their plantation.
That's what I'm
basically.
saying.
They used to own the plant, and they've been able to legitimize from the plantation, from the slavery, into creating a legal business,
Bro, I'm telling
which
you.
controls all our sugar in the country, the syrup.
Did you know heroin was actually, I can't remember the specific facts right now actually, but I think it was in the 1960s. Heroin was actually brought over in bottles by the royal family on the boat.
They used to actually
As
put
medicine.
real coke
For
and they
in
used to
coke.
sell it.
Yeah,
They
coke.
got everyone
Yeah,
hooked,
coke,
and
real
then they're
coke.
like,
Had
no,
real
you
coke.
get-
Because you got to
Yeah.
remember, heroin's got opium in it, and
Yeah.
opium, the soldiers used to use opium. So, for instance, when in the World War One and World War Two and that, when the soldiers used to get wounded, remember they're on the battlefield,
It's
innit?
like morphine.
Yeah, so
Like
they need
morphine, yeah,
a type
yeah.
of morphine
Yeah.
for their gunshot wound or whatever to
Right,
keep going
yeah.
battling. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
then years went on later. Obviously, in America is where they said that the hierarchies them kind of pull it into the neighborhood them to mess up the neighborhood to mess up
Yeah.
to mess up
Yeah.
black people.
Yeah.
That's what they said, didn't it, at the time, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then obviously it came here. But then as well, when the war in Afghanistan was happening, don't you remember what grows in Afghanistan? Poppies. Poppy
yeah.
fields.
Poppy
You
fields,
know what I
yeah.
mean? So
Which is, yeah.
yeah.
That's
So
where it
when
comes
the war
from.
was going on there, heroin was cheaper. You see what I'm trying to say?
Yeah,
Allegedly
yeah.
that heroin was cheaper. It was, you know the way there. So it's crazy. This is profitable on their side, but then
Yeah.
again now, like you said, it's still profitable because they lock you up, they send you to jail.
Exactly, it's still
They're
profitable.
making money from you being in jail.
Absolutely.
You see what I'm trying to say?
You know, listen, crime pays.
It does.
Whether it be like, you know, they're locking. They say, oh, the taxpayers paying this and that a year or whatever, but ultimately, it is a business.
It
And
is.
I've had, you know, I'm, you know, known for. I am quite. Some of the things I say can be seen as quite controversial, but I am not bothered. I don't care. Listen, if that was not the case, they wouldn't bring things in, then ban them.
Exactly.
Lock
Yeah.
people up and this, that, and. Bro, it's because they're earning.
Because
off
the
all
jail's
of
a
it. It's
business.
making it
Jail's-
go around.
jail's
It's
a business. It's a
making it
business.
all go around. Say they was to not bring this stuff in, not make these things illegal. People was to not commit crime. Prisons was to shut down.
That's
How
a
many
problem,
people
yeah.
are losing their jobs? How many resources? How many? You know, it's all going. We don't need it no more. Then what?
And you lot know this as well. Prisons never full. But they'll tell you, if you
Yeah,
try
they're
and put
gonna
your
build
kids in
more.
school and that, they'll
Yeah.
tell you
Yeah.
there's no more placement for the kids in school.
Yes.
But I know men that are in jail cells sleeping on floors, especially
right.
during the riots. I
Yeah.
remember during the riots,
Right.
there was no,
Me.
you know what I mean? You
Yeah.
go to a hotel, they might tell you we're booked for the night.
built
Prisons
ISIS.
never telling you
They
we're booked for the
can't,
night.
yeah,
They're not even
exactly.
telling you,
Yeah,
but
trust
you
me.
can get booked for the night,
They'll
but we're not
find a
booked for the
space
night.
for you.
Yeah, they'll
Yeah.
find a
Where
space.
Belmarsh is,
They'll find a
they
space.
built ISIS. They built
Yeah.
a jail.
Yeah,
They built.
yeah.
So they've got they build jails when they're
Yeah.
ready. They said, "Don't worry. In the next 10 years again, we're gonna build another
Yeah.
prison
Yeah.
because we're
prison, yeah.
realizing that you lot ain't listening."
Yeah. Have you heard about the Polish thing? I saw it the other day. So they're sending people. I was not sure actually if it's people that are actually just Polish. I said to someone, are they doing that to look anyone, or is that just to Polish people? They're shipping people over to Poland
Into the jails.
to finish,
Yeah.
to do their sentences.
Maybe.
I don't know if it's people that are just like,
Polish, originally from there.
yeah, I'd like to think so, man. Because if that's you're going on a
Man,
chip
chop up
back,
in the Polish bin, you know.
man,
That's a
I'm
long
packing it,
time.
Nah,
I'm
don't do that, don't do
Yeah,
that,
I'm
man.
doing the
Yeah.
maddest not to go there.
Yeah, no,
blood.
definitely not.
Yeah.
Be a day on
Definitely
the
not.
nets, mate.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean?
Day on the nets, mate.
Yeah,
Gang.
pick me up. You're taking a week to get home, bro. No, it's all right.
Yeah. I was gonna say as well, because back to that, like when we were saying like not knowing being groomed. So the reason why I answered that is because it was the same thing like growing up in that year, seeing a lot of people allegedly getting groomed, but we didn't know.
Of
We
course, you never
thought
had a
again,
name.
like how you were saying it in equivalent of meeting a brother. And you think this, that. We were thinking, wow, this is our OG.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
guy's
That's
got
what you
man.
thought at first, yeah,
and,
yeah,
and
yeah.
I'm gonna tell you a story, yeah, like allegedly, yeah, a story I've heard from. I have to, because I don't wanna, you know what I mean.
of
But
course.
this was years ago, innit? And the people's not. There's nothing going on now. But there was one of my friends, innit? No, one of my friends, yeah. One of my friends was like persuaded to go, and when he's gone now, like everyone was meant to go, all of us, but I was the one that got lucky because my dad sent me to America, not like to go and live, but on a holiday.
Oh,
so
nice.
the guy said to me, "Rah, you're a money man." He looked at me and said, "Don't worry, you don't need no money." So yeah, but I still wanted to go.
Yeah.
If I could
Still
miss my
feel part
flight,
of
I
it.
would have went because my friends are all going. You
Yeah.
see, when I come back, bro, I'm so happy I didn't go.
Yeah.
Fact.
My friend was 16. Do you know what happened to him? He said he was in the house the first night, yeah, and one of the junkies,
The users.
the drug addicts,
The drug addicts,
addicts, the users here. I was gonna say it's how it goes.
We know.
Yeah.
No.
The man, and he was a big guy, 6 foot. Because you know when you go country, these places, they got some serious man down there. It's not like here where you see some little pruny, skinny up man. So man's running, he's running on my brethren, and my brethren said the guy's trying to axe me, trying to kill him, not trying to axe him for what
Did
for
he
his
lose it?
drugs.
Oh, he's
No,
trying to
he
get
did.
the food.
Yeah, but. My brethren gouged his eyes out. Not out, but like gouged his
Yeah.
eyes. I said, what did you do? He said, I had to bite his hand, I gouged his eyes, and jumped out the window.
But you know, I'm glad you
That's what we had
because
to
they
go
don't
through.
they don't see this side of that.
Yeah.
They just see that they see the end.
The cool side.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They just see the end, and it's important that they understand the. You know what I mean? Like they need to even understand. Like, okay, you go purchase a watch, you go purchase a car. You know what man think? A lot of man go to like Hatton Gardens and that, and not out in the shops and that, but they think they can wash their money through buying jewelry.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bro, you know the saddest thing? That man is a legit business. He has to account for his
Yep.
paper trail
Yeah, he
and
does.
tax at the end of tax.
Of course.
Yeah.
So your name, like people think, and then they think, why is
Yeah.
Feds onto me? Why I'm on Obo?
Yeah.
You got to legitimize. Like when I went and bought this, I went legit.
Yeah, because you got to get paperwork for
Yeah.
your watch.
Bro,
Yes.
bank, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Bank
Yeah.
gave me the money, all of that, bro. But a lot of men don't know that. They just think I've just spent 60 bags on a car.
Yeah.
That guy, he has to account when it comes
Absolutely.
tax. You know what I mean? He has to
Yes.
account.
Absolutely.
So your name will be given.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you see what I mean?
Of course.
Even a man that sell drugs in a big car, the moment you say to that crackhead, no ticks, they're writing a license plate.
Yeah.
They're writing a
So-
license plate.
And they're giving the
They're
drop
writing a
on you.
license plate.
They're giving the drop on you.
They don't care.
They don't
it's
care.
Like that it's like that outside, inside,
Yep.
like everywhere. Because it's like, that's just how it is at the end of the day.
It's part of the game, isn't it?
It
part of
is.
the game.
It is sad.
Sadly.
Sabrina, what was some of that when you was going through the situation that when you say you was being groomed, what was some of the dangers that you faced?
Well, there was loads, to be honest. Like, obviously, always the fear of police. But then there was the violence in the relationship as well. And there was, like, I agree. It's really, a lot of people are, like, questioning me about this part because all my cousins that I grew up with, they're all male. And they're all, do you know what I mean? They're not soft guys or nothing. So everyone's saying, so why didn't you say nothing to your cousin? And I just thought, what's the point? If I say something to them, they're gonna back it and do so. But then
You don't want something to
something
happen
on
to that
top's
person.
gonna happen to
Yeah,
them,
that's
and
what
I'm
I
just
think
like, I
that's
don't
something
want that
get
to
with
her.
that. It's easy work to get someone lined up, you know.
Of course it is, but it's
Easy
like
work.
100%.
the
Then it's
repercussions.
like
I
you've then got the
couldn't live
guilt
with that.
or the pressure of worrying about if they're gonna get bagged or they're gonna catch a case or if anything like that. Then that's more pressure on you. So it's like,
Exactly.
do you know what? It's easier to just
Just
kind of-
ride it, and that's
then
basically
it's only your head on the line.
literally that.
What would both of you tell the younger versions of you that had to go through what you went through?
Jeez. Quirky.
You know what I mean?
Them
Yeah,
questions
like,
there,
what would
Proper.
both of you? Because if you had to give that version of you advice, currently sitting here as who you are today, what would you tell them from Bree to Nia?
Just find a real person, a real, even if it's just a friend or like find someone that's actually got your back 100%. Because all these people come in and go in and but this washed because when you end up in the cell,
He's got you.
it's not them.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean?
Sure,
I feel like if I had that person that I felt like I trusted enough to confide in or whatever the case may be, like there's no way I'd have been flipping selling drugs all over the gaff.
Is it like walking in McDonald's? Like, you know what? That's why I say that, is because there's no healthy option on that menu.
Yeah.
So like everyone around you is just negative.
even the
Yeah.
salad ain't healthy.
Everyone's just raw. Like there's no one that will give you a better out. You know,
You buy
like
a salad though, and then at the end it would say, "Do you want an apple pie?"
you're an apple pie. They'll try to dirty up your meal. They'll try to dirty up your meal. That's what the hood's like. There's no clean option.
Literally that.
So like that.
That's so sick.
Yeah. Go on, Nia.
Yeah,
What
Nia,
would
what
you
about
tell
you?
your younger
Do you know
version of
what?
yourself?
We just tell younger Nia, hey?
Do you know what I'd probably say? It ain't worth it, girl. Like, it's not worth it, sis. No one ain't got
Yeah.
love you more than you love them.
Yeah,
That's what I tell younger Nia, because younger Nia was down. Let me tell you, younger Nia's about it.
Yeah.
Younger Nia will lay down. At least I know I'm laying down my loyalty and my conscience.
100. That was
and my
me.
morals.
That was me.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Nah, you
And
lot
I'm
are
getting
real.
out
Not
my-
real.
Steppers, you know. These are
Getting out my
steppers,
big
you know.
age, so bro. Every newspaper all over, they forgot you, Nia.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
No, I don't care. So I'd
It's
say
true.
to me, love you more than them, sis.
And be picky about who you're loyal to.
Yeah.
I mean, from you say, you're right, Sabrina, I'm loyal to you. That's it.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah,
good.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I'm riding whatever. And
So
it's
what,
like,
sweetheart don't bring loyalty no more? If you say, oh, you're right, sweetheart, no, it's not.
that's going to make me look at you sideways. Like, oh, what does he want?
What does he want? What does he
What
want?
does he
What does he
want?
want? What
That
does he
sweetheart
want?
was so,
Get him out of there.
Loyalty is powerful, and I know that, you know, like some of the traits of my character, they're my, you know, biggest credits to myself, but they're also, you know, my biggest, they're my biggest strengths, but they're my biggest flaws as well. You know, so it's like keep them, which is the battle. It's like keep your loyalty, keep your authenticity, and you know, keep your integrity, but just make sure that my values and my worth is above.
Yeah.
You know what I determine. You know, the value of giving that to kind of other people is because otherwise, you know, before you know it, you can kind of slip to the back and you're kind of lost in the sauce because you're so proud and you've got so much, you know, your values are so strong and this, that and the other, where yours kind of can deteriorate in that, sadly. So, yeah.
Honourable shout-outs, yeah. I know the people that didn't hold you down. Who was one person that held both of you down? Not even through prison, forget that. Just in life, that one friend that you could
From
say,
there till now, innit? From
yeah,
then till now.
that you could say, I actually want to big them up. So that,
my brother to the end.
yeah.
Yeah, no friends.
And then your brother that trained you and all of that
My
as well.
brother that trains me, my
Yeah,
brother
I see
that
you, I
raised
see you
me.
doing the
Yeah,
box.
big him up, big him up,
My
yeah.
brother that
Big
taught
up,
me
bro.
everything.
Yeah, big him
up,
up.
my brother
Salute,
from
man.
the end,
Salute,
any
yeah.
day, any time, whether it's good stuff, bad stuff,
He's
early in
got
the
you.
morning, late at night. I'm in jail in Manchester. I'm in a house in Essex. No matter what it is, any
He's
day,
got
any
you.
time, whether he agrees or he don't, he's there.
He's got you.
Ride
Big-
down,
big him up.
Big shout
Big
out.
him
I
up.
wouldn't even be here if it weren't for him, and I wouldn't be half the person that I am.
Didn't you
know?
sit down with him the other day?
I sat down with him the other day,
Yeah.
but I'll be honest with you, I don't really know if I can air it. I'm going to get...
You're airing it. Put that out, man. Yeah,
get
she's
a couple
airing
of
it.
clips. You know, but there's little certain
Leon,
things
air
on
it.
there we was talking about it, and he's like, yeah, I fucking taught you that. You're my sister.
Yeah,
I told you.
that's
and
good. She needs that out there.
Lay him down.
She
and
needs that out there.
Yeah,
You need
which
that
is
out
straight,
there.
Which
Yeah.
is straight, because I was
Yeah.
saying to him, when we was doing it, he went, yeah, there's some things that we need to talk about have not been spoke about. He said that when you did get bedded, I did feel a guilt, because I did tell you from a young
Yeah.
girl, anyone puts a hand on you, whatever you got to do, you lay them out.
Yeah.
So I was, because he raised me, I brought up with that. Yeah,
course.
maybe
Yeah.
a little girl, come for me.
Yeah.
You don't know who's raised me.
Yeah.
So then when I was, you know, did get that big stretch, I know he did feel guilty, because I'm his baby sister.
Of course, come on,
And all
man.
he's
Yeah.
remembering is kind of what he taught me. So he did feel, you know, a bit of guilt. And then, you know, I raised it in the thing, and he's like, no, let him off. Yeah, lay him out. And all that. So I don't know. I'm inspiring. But if I should post it. But yeah.
Nah,
I
you
think
should.
I'll
Go
go.
Go for
Bree,
it.
you?
Yeah.
One big up.
My sister Nadine, you know, to be honest
Big
with
up
you.
Shout
Nadine.
out Nadine.
Because
Yeah, big
she's,
up Nadine.
she's what? She's 18 months younger than
Big
me,
up,
but
sis.
she's blind.
Oh,
So that's the only reason she couldn't have my kids whilst I was away. So my kids went into foster care. I approached social services, put my kids into foster care whilst I was away. But my sister, like the foster care was like, happened to be like just down the road from my sister. My sister had my kids all the time, basically. My sister would, like, her husband, because I started off in Bronzeville, then I finished my sentence in Peterborough. So her husband would drive up, bring the kids up to see me, things like that.
So big up her husband as well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
big up
her
Steve.
husband, yeah, big him
Big
up,
up
man.
Steve. Steve, big you up as
Big
well.
up, Steve. What do you find
big
Peterborough
up.
like that? I was there.
It's a shithole. It's a shithole.
Oh,
Even-
you know,
even-
they all
even-
talk all
even-
funny.
even-
Yeah,
you,
and
fam.
they wear
Even-
Adidas and think it's great
What's that?
stuff.
Even you.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of people, you know, I credit you. A lot of people don't even know you sat down.
Yeah, come
A
on.
lot of people,
Yeah.
I've never seen you mention it on any pod.
Yeah,
You
that's
sat
right.
down,
Yeah. And that to go through so I'm trying to say
Yeah.
my stint of time and
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And for me as well, I learned as well about friends. Like
Yeah.
a lot of people that I considered at the time to be my friends and that, they weren't really holding me down, and even certain family members. But my dad, big up my dad, he
Big
was
up
there,
Pops.
and my big brother Hunter, he was there, and obviously my mum when she was alive. You know what I mean? So it was again, it was family. It was
Yeah.
the siblings and
You know who's got you when you look around that courtroom.
yes.
Honestly.
When you look
Yeah.
around that
And you know what?
courtroom.
Rare. Big up Rare. He
Oh,
held
big
me
up
down.
Rare. Big up
I
Rare
can't-
Talks.
yeah,
Big up
Rare
Rare Talks.
held me
Yeah.
down still. He did
Big up
definitely
Rare
held
Talks,
me
yeah.
down.
And
So.
that's what they say. They say, no, when you're in prison, in hospital, or can't remember the
Your
other one.
it's your graveside.
When
It's
you're
the same
when you're
people
in
that's
prison,
bullied
you're
us.
when you're in
hospital.
when you're in hospital, when you're in prison, and when you're at a
Yeah,
funeral,
yeah.
that's
Yeah,
when you
you
see.
realise who is actually like
Yeah.
that's the
It's
time
scary.
when
Yeah.
you know you actually realise
Who's
who's
who.
actually there for you, because that's when times are, you know, it's on top in them kind of situations, and
Definitely.
that's when you realise, and in a way it can be a little bit disheartening, but then you have to kind of look at it from the flip side of it may be disheartening because there's maybe certain people that are not there that you would have expected to be there.
And also,
Look
your
at who
mind's
is there.
going on about the world, isn't it? Outside,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
what's going on outside? You know
Yeah.
what I'm trying to say?
This world will turn you dark, yeah.
Honestly.
Like, and I feel like we're people who's been now put back in a good space, yeah.
Yes.
But I want to know how, as in this whole room, how do we live like angels when we're surrounded by devils?
Demons. I like that one.
Do you know what? You've just got to have.
I say you gotta have faith.
Because
Yeah.
anything could revert you
And
at
have a
any
clean
point.
heart.
Anything could
Gotta have a
revert
clean
you.
heart,
Yeah.
man.
Have a
I think
clean
I
heart.
agree. Yeah, you gotta have a clean heart because
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. When I first come out of prison, I had no money management skills. I didn't know how to manage money.
That's right, yeah.
And then I was working like a 9 to 5. When I got my first paycheck, I looked at it and I absolutely laughed because I was like, "What for the whole month?"
Because
called
you're used
my
to
boy.
the prison wages.
Yeah, no, I was used to like
You used to
being
quick, fast money.
being
And-
out.
Oh,
like,
that's
making
true.
money
No,
before.
yeah, that's true. You was getting the trap money.
Yeah.
So, because you're
Yeah.
getting that trap money,
This month I was
that's
like,
racks are
what's
coming
that?
in. You get me?
Yeah. So I called like one of my boys and I was like, just till I make enough to get myself out of debt, blah, blah, blah. He was like, nah, Brie, I can't do it. I was like, what? I was like, what do you mean you can't do it? He's like, I can't. I genuinely, it never crossed my mind that he would say no.
Yeah.
And when he did, I was like, and I stopped talking to him for 3 years, yeah. But like,
Yeah, straight.
we're like the best, like we're the
Fuck, he's a
closest
thing.
now.
Yeah,
And I always thank him. It's the best thing he could have ever
Of
done.
course,
for me.
because he would have put you back in it.
And then
So
there's
he
no way,
saved
obviously, you know
Yeah.
what it is, like, we say, okay, I need to get enough for this. No, it's going to keep going because there's always
It's a
something that's
cycle.
going to
That's
come
why it's
up.
called the
Yeah.
trap.
It's
That's
a
why it's
bit
called the
trap,
trap.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Why is
it's
it not?
definitely-
Why is it not called the
Test
exit?
people.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Why is it
Yeah.
not called the exit?
Yeah,
If
exactly.
we're
Like
trapping
that.
to get an exit, why is it not called the exit? It's called the
Exactly.
trap.
And when you look at all the trap stars, look at their ending.
Yeah.
Look at Scarface's ending.
Oh, there's
look
no
at
happy
Pablo's
ending.
ending.
Yeah.
Even
Yeah.
Big Meech. Look at
Yeah.
Big Meech's ending.
true.
That's why I
You know
said.
what I mean?
That's why I said. Big Pharma knew what Big Meech didn't, and it wasn't to
Yes.
disrespect Big Meech. It's to legitimize yourself.
Yes.
It's like someone said to me the other day about all my brands and all of that. But obviously, this is like an investment for the artist, the Creeper Crisis, aesthetically,
Of
our
course.
rappers
Of
are.
course,
And I said to them the other day, like, they're saying the brand's racist. These brands, let's not boycott the brand. Let's boycott the land. We all live.
Yeah.
If we
Exactly.
we all live in a
Wanna
racist
take
country,
it
if we're gonna
there.
keep it real,
Exactly.
let's go back. But no one wants to do that.
Exactly.
Everyone just
Yeah.
wants to talk.
Yeah.
Everyone just wants to watch. And I feel like some of these kids, they see other people aesthetically and they feel like they have to commit crime.
Yeah.
To get that, yeah.
And
Yeah.
you don't.
Yeah.
You don't. I'm telling you now, the internet now, if we had the internet growing up, half of us wouldn't have been criminals. I believe
that's
this
true.
room,
Yeah.
I feel like we would have made our
Factual,
money
no?
from the net.
No.
Yes.
Honestly.
100%.
Honestly, I feel like we would have made our money from the net.
Honestly.
Yeah, come on, Nia, don't you think? I don't think none of us would have
Because
done
we was
them
already
bad nets.
filming when it was time to
Yeah.
film.
That's true. That's true, yeah.
And look at your history, like as like, you was directing. You was
Bro.
directing
Yeah.
that 08, them
08,
times there.
07,
And you
yeah.
don't have these
07,
kind of
yeah.
platforms to even be
I never
able
even
to
had
utilise
someone that come before me to tell me what you're doing is right and what you're doing is
Yeah.
wrong.
And imagine if
Yeah.
you knew, at the end of it as well, that you could get monetized, you
Yeah.
could earn money from streaming,
yeah.
or
I would have had an Instagram 2010 rather than 2021.
see what I'm trying to say.
Right.
You know what I mean?
True.
I was
Yeah.
late to the
It's true.
party. I
It's
showed
never
up.
too late though.
Yeah, better late than
Yeah.
never.
We're
No,
gonna
that's
do
why
it.
we're here now.
Yeah.
That's why we're here now.
Like, we want to say to the kids, like, we're the end game, innit? We're
Yeah.
what you see after the fact. And just be grateful that we lived to tell you, not like wise people learn from other people's mistakes.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Yep.
Stupid people learn from their own mistakes.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So be wise and learn from our mistakes.
Yes.
You see
They
what
say
I
life
mean?
is a teacher to the wise man and an enemy to the
To a
fool.
fool,
right.
yeah.
You know?
Facts.
That's
So-
right.
Facts. Yeah.
Just-
Brie, I was gonna ask you quickly as well, before we go, you see what you're doing. Have you have you met any younger children or younger teenagers that's been involved and they're trying to get out and
Yeah,
they've come
so
to you?
like when I came out of prison, so like 10 years ago, so like for the last 8 years, I was working, literally caseworking young people that's been exploited. I used to go court for them, go up country, pick them up,
Sick.
go be their appropriate adult.
Wow.
There was lots, and I remember like one of the questions you asked earlier. There was a guy, must have been about 16, 17, county lines. I've done an interview with him at the police station, and we're coming out, and I just said to him, I was like, "Oh, explain to me how it works." He's like, "What?" And I was like, "Your whole operation, like, how does it work?" And he's like, he started explaining it to me, and I was like, my head was blown. I was like, I shouldn't, but I feel mad proud of you. He's like, why? I was like, you've got a business brain. I was like, you've done marketing.
That's what we were
Like,
saying.
you've got
Yes.
transferable skills. You've got
Yes.
marketing.
Transferable
You can
skills.
manage people. Do you know what I mean? Your
Yeah.
good knowledge of your product.
And you could fly under the radar.
Exactly.
And you fly under the. I want one question before we go. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
got like just under a minute.
under a
yeah,
minute.
go on.
So
Okay.
Bree, my question to you is: have you worked with a kid that reminds you of you back then, and you want to help them more than they are? And Nia, my question to you is: have you interviewed someone that helped you more than you was helping them?
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Who wants to go first?
Yeah, we got. 50,
I'll answer.
30
Yeah, there
seconds.
was a
Yeah, 30 seconds.
there was a girl that I worked with, and like literally was like looking at myself, and it was to the point where I wanted to shake her to say like, why can't you see like this ain't the life, this ain't it, because
Yeah.
I'm at the end of her journey and she's just starting, but I can see where she's going, and it took a lot of graft, a lot of cussing, a lot of like tough love. And she come out the other
She's
end.
Myland and you're on West Rice. She's Myland
Green.
and you're West Rice. You're at the end of the
You're
line.
acting.
Yeah.
You're acting at the end of the line. You're
Do you
Nia.
know what? Probably Sabrina. Because when I done my
Like
interview
that.
with Sabrina, it just made me realise I'm not alone here. I'm not alone that's been through this kind of stuff. I'm not alone in my passion and my drive to help others. We've now got a company. We've just we're directors of our company together. We're
We did a
partners on
CIC.
it. And we're still- So we're training,
Come on.
girls that are 13 to 25 that have been affected by crime or on the high risk register. We've got risk prevention early
Going
intervention
into
programs.
female prisons,
Create a movement.
everything.
So 2025, big up us.
Come on.
Come on, you lot are gonna come back and
Table
talk about
time.
that.
Table time.
Sit to create a movement.
There you go.
Creeper, my
Done
family.
no. Yeah.
Hey, no. So yeah, man, we're gonna wrap it up now. I think this was a powerful conversation. Bree, we definitely want to get you back to this. Tell your story as well. You know what I mean? So appreciate your time
Thank
today
you.
and just sharing what you've like been through and that. Creeper, thank you
my
as well
bro.
for today.
Come on,
You know
always,
what I mean?
always.
And Nia, pick up yourself as
Thank
well. You
you.
get me?
Come on.
Keep doing your thing.
Tell him.
Come on, you get me? She's a star. She's a star, man.
I
So
appreciate you, man.
yeah, man.
Cheers.
Always. Cheers
And I
again.
got a cut. Can I take this really though?
It's your cup.
Yeah.
Listen, we don't take the cups back. No.
Hey,
This is staying in.
you're trying
Don't
you're
worry.
trying to get man killed at home. There's lipstick on that cup now. There's lipstick on that cup now.
I can't
There's lipstick on that cup now. You can't bring that home.
Don't tell me I'm back to my
No, don't give me
Fred, you better
that.
check your t-shirt. There's a
I
lipstick
know
on your t-shirt.
and there's no makeup.
We were
No,
filming.
listen.
We were
I'm
filming.
sorry, we know how to hug with makeup. It's like,
Yeah. To the side.
Yeah,
To the side.
don't smudge up
I'm
my
not
top.
trying to get no one in
The
trouble.
electric slide. To the slide.
Yeah,
To the side. To the side. I am back.
Alright, big up everyone.
Yeah, done know.
Till next time, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. We're out.
Out.
You have.
Boop.
Hey.
Hey, listen.
That was sick.